disclaimer, this is making the engine bay look better, not great, because it's a mess. Today we are finally cleaning the engine bay of the cheap 350Z that I got, and we haven't even touched the engine bay, literally nothing besides check the oil and change the oil. So you can see from the videos in the beginning that it is very, very dirty. But let's go inside the garage that we recently redid. As you can see, it's nice and clean and new looking. If you missed the video, I'll leave an info card on the screen so you can go watch that video and come back to this one. About how we redid the whole garage. We're super stoked to just get cranking on videos in here. We got Trevor's 350 that we just introduced to the channel. That video is also recent, so you can check that out. Trevor's going ham, so I'm gonna leave some update progress in the end of this video. But we have the new motor over there, and then right here his battery's charging. And then we got our toolboxes over here. We got our shelf with our oil and paint and all kinds of things organized, jumper cables at the bottom. We have our air compressor, a light, and over here is kind of my cleaning shelf that we all share. But today we're going to use what's called Diamond Bright, and we're going to use Ultra Shine. The Diamond Bright is a product from Superior Image Car Care. Super rad stuff, great labels, cool bottles. This product is for interior leather at a 16:1 ratio, carpet, vinyl, and plastics 10:1 ratio, exterior bugs, pre-soaked wheels and tires 10:1 ratio, and engines are 4:1, so all those things. This is great stuff. It's basically just a non-caustic cleaner degreaser. It's basically a degreaser that doesn't leave a residue that's kind of oily. So it's good stuff, and you don't really you can spray it into crevices and not have to worry about a pile of oily film sitting there. So today we're doing the 4:1 ratio, obviously for the engine. So I have my 32-ounce bottle right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up 1/4, and then fill the rest with water. So this is about 1/4, we're gonna guesstimate. I'm gonna add a little more because let's go a little crazy. Let's get the rest water. Remember that this is a 4:1 ratio, so we use quite a bit, but if you think about that little bottle that I bought that's concentrated that you guys can buy as well, I'll leave the links in the description. If you think 16:1 ratio for interior cleaning or a 10:1 for wheels, I think it was, that little bottle will last you a long time. Back to the engine bay, I got my Diamond Bright, but let's see if we can pull some stuff out of here. And we can spray it on batteries, it's fine. These clips broke because this car is pretty bunked, so we're gonna pull this out. And then on this side, same thing, there's no clips. Get rid of any tree branches, etc. And then I have a plastic Walmart bag. You don't really have to worry too much about your air filter because it's not like you're gonna soak it, but I like to spray a lot around, so might as well just do this. Then grab your two handles, tie a quick knot. Tighten it. And then let's take some blue tape, and I've got a little vent for the vacuum line. I'm gonna just put tape around. Let's do another piece. Cool. Other than that, everything else is ready to go. If you have an engine bay with a lot of plastic, you could probably pull it off more, but this car doesn't have much. So we're gonna take our Diamond Bright and let this kind of just pre-soak and use the degreaser part of it to kind of eat away some stuff, so then we can spray it after. So I'm gonna go crazy and start spraying a lot everywhere, especially in the deep crevices. I'm gonna use the sharpshooter part of this. Get in the back. You can already see it kind of eat away some dirt, but I'm gonna switch back to here. Just let this soak like crazy. I've got a damp microfiber now that we have all the Diamond Bright all over the engine. We spent 5 minutes spraying it. We used about almost the whole bottle. And we would normally use a brush, but I don't have one at the moment, so we're definitely gonna do an even crazier tutorial later, but this is simple for the issue that we have. So I'm just gonna go crazy for the next 10 minutes, scrub every part of the engine that I can reach, and we're gonna spray it off after that. mentioned a good point. This is trying to polish a turd. So as you can see, this hood is a little burnt right here. We've got some overspray on the edges right here. We've got some paint chipping over here. It's a good time, so don't expect any crazy results. We're excited to do this, but it just needs to get done, and we're just gonna do it because we're trying to polish a turd. Next step, spray it with water and don't saturate the electronics parts. Goes right here, Tanner. It sits loose. It's not bolted on. It's not supposed to be. It's factory like this, you know. You know. So we just kind of put it here. Maybe a little heat reduction. I don't know. One thing me and Trevor were wondering is the front of this VQ engine is painted black, and that's not normal. I'm thinking that when this car was repainted, they took the whole thing off and painted the front to make it look cooler or something. Good grief. It doesn't look better. It honestly is just faded black, and it's going to be miserable to try and make it look good. So, yeah. Good thing we have a new engine sitting back there. Next step is we are going to grab our Ultra Shine premium tire dressing, which I'm going to use on all the black pieces on the motor to make it look good. I'm thinking I'm just gonna use another clean microfiber. That's all I have. We're low on supplies right now. Since I do not want like a really caked on like black shiny finish, while there's still water on it, to water it down, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply all this while it's wet. It'll still show, it'll still look good. It just won't be as like crazy of a finish. And this stuff is super thick, so it's gonna go on with the water. So I'm just gonna hit everything right now with a rag, keep putting new on. Let's do this. Let's see if we can make this intake manifold look decent. It's not very promising, but the looks of it, it looks like the chemicals kind of brought out the faded finish as it is. So the whole thing probably just needs to be repainted, or we're just gonna get a new one. Have you smelled this stuff, Trevor?
It smells freaking delicious, dude.
Wow.
Let me.
While you're working on your engine so close, take a look around. Me and Trevor in the back found, well actually Trevor noticed, this mount right here, we just got this bolt off the other motor, but this wasn't even, this was just sitting there dangling, and the vacuum line actually came undone. It looks like they siliconed it shut, like most janky setup I've ever seen. So take a look around your engine and see if you can find anything loose and put anything back that you need to. Finished product on the engine. As you can see, a lot of the blacks look nice now. A lot of the engine still looks disgusting. This is just gross. The whole intake is just not looking good. The actual master cylinder for the brakes and all this clutch stuff and whatnot actually looks pretty good, but the rest of it looks pretty bad. There's nothing we can do about it, so this is not a representation of what sick products can do. This is my engine bay looking very bad. But thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'm going to roll some clips of Trevor working on his 350 now and getting that motor swap started, and we'll keep you updated on that whole process. Oh, also remember, carbonspeed.com. We have some new shirts for like with the design in the garage, like I had mentioned before. And there's some dope stickers, and everything's going out on the first week of April, so get it while you can. I'd appreciate you guys supporting the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Night number 1, going down. Trevor took out a spark plug on the motor and had a little bit of oil, but nothing too much to worry about. But we just got the hood off, and oh, the bash bar right here, Trevor got off already.